Fifth inning bosses have just dropped in MLB The Show 25, and if you're a Braves fan, or you're running a Braves theme team like myself, you are absolutely eating with this choice pack to celebrate the All-Star Game in Atlanta this year. And as always, remember to please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out our website, strangelyawesomegames.com. So let's get into our fifth inning bosses here. At 205,000 XP, for the fifth inning XP path, you'll get your choice pack, and we got all 97 overall, All-Star Series cards here, all from the Braves. Right fielder Hank Aaron, third baseman Chipper Jones, and Greg Maddux. You already know he's a starter. No secondaries on those Hank and Chipper cards, by the way, which has definitely been a bit of a theme here in MLB The Show 25. So you're going to be running these guys at third or right, or DHing them. Alright, so if you jump into the actual cards themselves, we'll start with Hank. Pretty cool Milwaukee Braves card. You don't see that very often, but I love when San Diego Studios includes some cards with older team locations. And pretty typical Hank card here, about halfway through the year. Definitely seen this card before. About equal hitting attributes all around. Max clutch, which is very nice. 88 arm, which is very nice to have in right. And pretty good speed and steal at 76 and 80 respectively. And for quirks, we got dead red, breaking ball hitter, and first pitch hitter, just to name a few. All great, really meta-friendly quirks to have on a position player card. So that's Hank Aaron. Next we got Chipper Jones, sitting at 6 overall, in Showzone's meta overall rankings at a 102.36, which is very nice. He's a switch hitter, which as always is super valuable to have. Also has those same quirks as the Hank. He's got 106, 101 contact, and then 105 power versus righties and 81 versus lefties, so also very balanced like the Hank, and even a bit better power versus righties. About 80s across the board for fielding attributes, which is very nice. 85 vision to almost match Hank at 86. Also very nice to see some of those vision numbers creep up a little bit. And then we got Greg Maddux to round it out. 112 stamina, which makes a ton of sense. The guy threw over 100 complete games in his career. 100 even hits per 9, Ks per 9 at 88, and 101 walks per 9. So kind of the standard Maddux card as well in the MLB The Show here. So who are we taking? What's the verdict? I think I'm going to be taking the Chipper. Since the Hank is locked into right field, and with the new Juan Soto just getting dropped, there's just too many options at corner outfielder right now. And the pop on that Hank is not quite what you would want from him, but this is definitely not the super cracked Hank Aaron card we always seem to get. And unfortunately, the Greg Maddux always seems to suffer from the amazing in real life but not in the game syndrome. And that low velo does not really play, unfortunately, at most difficulties. And his meta overall is actually a bit lower than his true overall. So Maddux is probably going to be my third out of this pack for me. It would be cool, though, if SDS could somehow work in his unique ability to get through games throwing as few pitches as possible. Not sure how. Maybe they could have a quirk called Maddux or something, but I don't know. It could be cool. So, all that being said, I'll definitely be taking Chipper at third here, which my Austin Riley is definitely not going to be happy about at all. But that about does it for our fifth inning breakdown. Once again, check us out on our website, strangelyawesomegames.com, and remember to please like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time.